Hi guys, welcome to my magical kitchen. Today we will do a very traditional Greek dish, Spanakopita, spinach pie. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to live with us and she used to make spinach pie, Spanakopita. It was the best day ever. The kitchen was like a huge mess because she was making a lot of it. I had so much fun with her. And then when my grandmother passed away, my mother started making spinach pie. And when she came to visit me in the United States, she taught me how to. I was old enough to learn. And it was a lot of fun. And in order to open the phyllo dough, because we're going to do the very thin phyllo dough, and we're going to do it ourselves, it's not as hard as you think. You need a roller pin that is very, very thin. In order to make the thin, like paper kind phyllo dough, you need thin roller pin. And the very first one that I had, because I used to live in New York, and when my mom and my dad they came to visit me, I couldn't find any roller pin like this, that thin. So we bought a broom with a wooden stick, and we cut it. My father shaded it to be nice and smooth, and that was my first roller pin. Anyway, so for our phyllo dough, what we're going to use, it's 4 cups of all-purpose flour, nice. I'm going to keep this here because we're going to need some more when we open the phyllo. Some salt. Pepper. Olive oil. Okay. And last, some warm water. Two things you need to know for the phyllo dough. First of all, for the dough actually, you need warm water. You need to knead it well. 3 things. And the third one, it's you need to let it rest. It's not going to rise or anything, but it's going to be easier to open it when you let it rest. Okay. Just wrap everything around. Where my mom comes from, they have big traditions into making pies. And I'm talking about savory pies. Sweets as well, but mostly savory. They have one, they call it Spanakopita. It's pumpkin pie, but it's not like the dessert we have here in the States. I'm going to ask the recipe from my mom or my aunt. She makes the best one, my Aunt Yota. We had the cookies, her recipe. have a lot of dough on my head still. There you have it. I'm going to let it rest. We're going to put a nice warm, like a slightly damp towel. This way it's not going to dry out. I'm going to leave it on the side to rest, as I said. Okay, I put aside my dough to rest, to get ready so we can open the phyllo dough. And here I have the ingredients for the stuffing. I split it in 2 bowls. I need a very big bowl, but I don't have one. I need to buy one. So I have 1.5 pounds spinach, 1 pound feta cheese. I have like 3 leeks chopped, about 14 scallions, the spring onions right here, chopped, 4 eggs, salt and pepper, and dill. I'm going to pretty much separate the two. I'm going to put it in half. I put half of the spinach here, half here. For the leeks, I mostly put the white and a little bit of the green. When you clean the leeks, make sure when you cut them to rinse them a little, because the leeks, a lot of times they have sand between the layers. So it's better when you cut it in half and wash it a little. My scallions, the same with the scallions. Mostly all the white and some of the green part. And also I'm going to need breadcrumbs that I don't have here with me. I forgot to bring it out. So I'm going to pause you for a few seconds. Let me put also my eggs. Okay. 2 eggs in one and 2 on the other. Some olive oil. I put 1 pound sheep milk feta. Try always just sheep and even better goat milk cheeses. They're way healthier for the human body. It's easier to digest. Cow milk cheeses, they're not so good for you. I love them, but it's not good for your body. So this is half of the feta, making it into crumbles. Mix it first, so it's going to go down a little. I really need to go to, or I'm going to try online to find a very big bowl. I need a cook, and I need a very big bowl. To regular stores you can find, this is the biggest you can find. This is not big enough. Especially when I have dinner parties that I cook for a lot of people. I remember now this Easter, it was the coronavirus Easter 2020, but last year, it was the first year we own our home. So I had Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter in my house. And for Easter, we had 53 people, if I'm correctly. A lot of people, a lot of food. We had so much fun. My son, he asked me to do, he said, Mommy, I know it's too much to do every holiday, but can we please do Christmas to invite our friends? I can't say no. My baby. He's a very bright young man. He was born in Old Seoul. Now that they had to do a homeschool because of coronavirus, not only he was doing his stuff and he did really well, he was helping also his brother, that he's younger. He's an amazing child, both of my boys. I guess because I live far away from my family, and it's just my husband and I. God, universe, nature, I don't know how you call it, but it's something higher than us out there. Sending me two amazing kids. I'm really, really blessed. Really blessed. Okay. I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs. It's like 2 cups of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna pause it and give me a second. One and the other one here. Okay. We're good. And now we're gonna put this aside, and I'm gonna start with my phyllo dough. See you here. Okay, I put my filling on the side, and here I have my dough. Nice. Don't expect to rise or anything, just you need to let it rest in order to be easier to open it. About 20 minutes. I divide it in 3. To be about, equal size, don't have to be exact. Make them into small balls. I'll let them for a few minutes. Oh, we're using, I don't know if I said it in the beginning, slightly wet towel so it's not gonna dry. Remember I was telling you about my stick? There you have it. It needs to be, I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera. You see how thin? That thin and that long. This is not the original broomstick. This is a rolling pin my mom brought me from Greece. And actually, it was longer. It was like that big, but it wouldn't fit in the luggage, so they had to cut it off. And that's what I'm using. In order to make very thin dough, you need to have very thin stick. I'm gonna ask my baby to pause it for a second. I want to bring the camera in a way that you're gonna see exactly what I'm doing. Alrighty, what we do first, we put some flour on the counter, and we take in our first dough. Moving this, and then put some flour on the top so it's not gonna stick. right? I didn't let it for too long to rest. And you see how it pulls back? And then I roll and I put my hand, my palm in the middle, and it just slightly pulls outwards. Okay? Then I have to turn it. More flour. It happens sometimes that, it gets destroyed. As long as you put it from the inside, I'll show you how, you're good to go. Happens to everybody. Especially when I have a lot of things to do, and I try to do it as fast as possible. There we go. The very first time I opened a phyllo, my mom was so proud of me. She was like, I don't want to use it. We need to hang this. You see, she started making pies after my grandma passed away. Because when my grandma was there, she didn't have to. You see, got stuck. That's why you have to keep putting. It's not going to be the extreme thing as it is from the... So it's not going to be, as I said, I don't know, my phone stopped recording, so I'm not sure if I got this. Very thin like the store one. It's going to be country style. And it's going to be nice and crispy. I'm going to do another one on the camera because I'm not sure when my phone stopped recording. So I want to make sure. Alrighty. Big enough. Okay. Now I'm going to fold it in the middle, and one more. And one more, and I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to go for the next one. Whoop. There you have it. As I said, putting flour in the bottom, putting flour on the top. The pin, the rolling pin is what makes the difference. You see how thin it is? It's like finger thin. Or at least my finger, I have big fingers. And you see, it doesn't take too long to actually do it. It's not that hard. And once you get used to it, you see, you will do it very fast. The other day I was trying to do dumplings. I got the recipe from YouTube, from a Chinese lady. And, when you do it the first time, it's really hard to open those little tiny things. But after 10 that I did, you start getting into it, and it's not that hard anymore. My friend asked me why don't I call my channel something with Greek cuisine or something like this. I'm a foodie person, as you can tell. I like all kind of foods. I like to try different kind of foods. And I want to introduce people to recipes that they're not Greek. And a lot of people in Greece, they may not know. But I make them my own way. Like I did tacos. It's definitely not Greek. I love cooking different type of foods. I love Moroccan food. I love Japanese food, Italian, all kinds of food. Love to actually, you see, look at this now. Got stuck here. Needed more flour. So yeah, I like different kind of foods. And I like to make them my own way. I love to make desserts. I love to bake. That was the first thing I learned how to do. I know I'm Greek. I know that most of the stuff I'm showing you, they're Greek. But I love exploring. I love food. And in Greece, we have a thing, when we eat, we don't just sit down and eat. For us, food, it's a celebration. So you see, from inside towards out, soft. You don't press it too hard because it's going to stick together. You just pull it, and that's how you open it. Okay, now we open the phyllo that we made carefully. If you can see how thin, it is pretty thin. It's not that it's thick. Okay. First, I put some olive oil all over the place. And just spread it a little. Nice. Then I put some of the stuff. To go pretty much till the middle of the phyllo. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my phone today. It stops after 15 minutes. So I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. There you go. And the last one rolls so it goes. And then I put it in my pan. You see I put already the other one. It's longer than... we have one more. And now we have the last one. We open it nice and smooth. Oops. Lovely. Okay. I preheated the oven in 350 degrees. But I put it in the conventional. That means that it's stronger because it has the air. You need to cook it till it's nice and golden outside. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, this is the last of my stuff. I need to spread nicely. Sometimes I can't always measure exactly. In some I put more, and then I don't have a lot in the end, but it's fine. If you want your spinach pie to have more stuffing, you can add ingredients to put more spinach, more leeks. Okay, so like a burrito, I put first the top, then the sides to make sure that my filling is not gonna run out. And then I roll. And then the last, so this way is going to be, I try not to, see, not to touch. If you want, you can put the fourth one. I like not to touch it, between them. The thing with the spinach pie, it takes a lot of olive oil. I put enough to make sure that it's all over, okay? And the last thing I do before I put it in the oven, I stop it. This way, doing this, I leave openings in order for the moist to go out as it's cooking. So this way my phyllo is not gonna be mushy. I'm gonna put it in the oven right now and I'll be right back with you when it's done. Okay, there you have it. That's how it looks. Let me cut a piece, sorry. You see? Nice and crusty. You see how it is? The filling inside. And listen to this. I'm gonna take my microphone off. Listen to this. That's how it should sound. Perfect. Enjoy it. I hope you like my recipe. If you like my recipes, please subscribe, like my videos, and if you have a recipe that you want me to make for you, please let me know. Enjoy it.